So you need a 4-bedroom plus a bonus room, 3-car garage, and 3 bathrooms. We got that for you today. We're back at it again out here at the Heritage Grove area, which is near Regent Park. So hopefully we have another map up here for you. We did that last time that people said that was helpful. So hopefully we can do that for you again right up top here. You can check that out. And we are gonna go ahead and check out another layout that's over 2,500 square feet, 2,549, something like that. So out here at Heritage Grove, there's quite a few different floor plans. If you need any extra bathrooms, the 3-car garage, you're gonna find that out here. And so today we're gonna go look at what 2,500 square feet will get you. Okay, so we're inside 2,500 square feet, more like 2,549. And we're gonna take a look at what you get with that today out here at Heritage Grove. Now this model is starting at about $776, that's where they're starting at. And then of course, it's just gonna depend on what we add to it. You already know that you can give me a call. I love walking through everything with you, and I'm just your added pair of hands for you through the process. Take advantage of it. There's no cost to get that to you to have that help. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we're working with here. So just coming through the front door, you know, a lot of the homes will either have a wide entry or they'll have a hallway. We've got a hallway going here, and it's not a long hallway, it's a short one, but I love the idea of putting a bench here. This is another idea if you hadn't thought about that. So when I walk through new construction homes, I do like to take a look at the stages that they utilize. It gives me a lot of ideas. Hopefully it gives you ideas as you're going through to see how they're decorating each room. That's kind of cool. And as you hang out with me, you're gonna see that we'll see some a pattern with certain things that from new build to new build that kind of stay the same, but then you'll see little things that change from each model as we go down from model to model. So you're gonna see little things that change, but one thing that definitely changes is the staging. And that just, I mean, if you're keeping your property and you just wanna do a refresh, great ideas for that. But a lot of people are watching the channel thinking about moving to Fresno, or they're thinking about, hey, I'm in Fresno, but I just want new construction, what is that gonna give me? And this is a great way to save yourself time. And then we connect together, and it's gonna save you some money too, and save you a lot of headache. But so with that, I like the idea of the bench right here. It gives you room to sit down. With this type of floor, let's get a close to the floor here. Dante's my man on the cameras back here looking at shooting the floor for you. And this flooring is some type of laminate. And I like the little bench option because if you don't have a little shoe box or something to put the shoes in, or some type of little cubby hole, you can slap them under the bench and they're not in the way. People can walk in and not trip over the bench. But hey, we're gonna do both today. We're here to look at the house, we're gonna look at the staging and the house. So keep going here now with the baseboards on this one. We're noticing it's more of a boxy cut to these without that design feature. So they're doing that, but I do like the fact that they're the high baseboards. Now, right off the wing here, so this is a bonus room. They're trying to give you an idea what you could do with it. It could be like a little game room. It could be an office. As you see the desk over to as we pan around a little bit, you'll see the desk over here, right over here in this area. So this could be a desk. It could be a playroom area, whatever you want. I mean, I love the idea of putting a built-in shelving right here for desk space, because it opens up the space a little bit, but then also, this gives you an idea of the room. You have room for desks against the wall, but then this is just a more traditional desk where you would put your own desk and set it up without making it permanent. Love that. We've seen stagers do this before, and this has not gotten old to me. I love this. Just sticking like a map up on the wall, kind of cool. This never gets old to me, so I like this. So that's another idea for you. And then with that being said, now this obviously could be another room. So if you need an actual 5th bedroom, we could just change this into a bedroom, but it's a bonus room. So what do you want to make it? Let's keep going now into the rest of the home. So that was the first wing. And then right away we have two. We're gonna go right to the side here, and there's another bedroom right here. So we're gonna go right in there. Now what I'm noticing on this model is that, look over here at the door frame. This is the more normal size door frame. And I'm noticing it because I've gotten used to going through so many models with the tall door frame. And it makes you feel like the room is bigger. Now, don't be fooled. Yes, this door frame is a normal size, right? But the ceiling in this room is really vaulted. See our vaulted ceiling here. We are single story. So you got 2,500 square feet, you're single story, you got 3 bathrooms, 3-car garage, and you still have the vaulted ceilings even though there's not a two-story, it's not a 2-story home. Traditional closet here, but with that traditional closet, you still got a nice sized room here. So this is a room, first room, facing the street, and this is a pretty good size. And we've noticed that there, a lot of the homes too, these rooms that are facing the street, the first room is usually a little smaller than this. So this is a good size for this square footage. Let's keep the train moving. Right outside the door here, we're gonna see a bathroom. This is a full bath because you got a shower there. And then I'm gonna poke in here, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. So this shower, it looks like it's tile, but it's really not. This is an insert. So it looks like it's tile. This is not, it's an insert, so it's easier to clean for some reason. I feel like the inserts are easier when you're cleaning them, but obviously I think also the tile just, it looks nicer to me. But this is a good, I like the way they did this because it is an insert, but it's a pretty good copy. You can tell it's an insert, but at first glance, it feels like it's a tile. So this is, I like this. I like this insert. Easy to clean, easy to maintain. It looks good. And then we got 1 sink. So it's just it's a full bath, real simple. And you already know what's missing is there's no light fixture up here. So that might be something that you might want to add because when you're in the mirror, you do want to have a little bit of extra light. And in this bathroom, there's not a window, so that light will really come in handy in this room. So just a thought for you. And then right outside the bathroom, we got our linen closet, or I'm sorry, that is the coat closet. I would have put that as a linen closet right next to the bathroom, but it also makes sense as a linen closet because we are just a few steps away from the front door where we passed that bonus room. Now we're into the main part of the house. So this is like the living room or dining area. I don't know about this light. I'd love for you guys to chime in and tell me your thoughts about it. Me personally, I'm not really feeling that light, but you can see here that, so what they did is this is a big table. They came down from that outlet here and let the light spread out instead of just having one light here so that you have light from end to end. But there's other options, and I think I would go at a different option just because I'm not feeling, I think the main drawback for me, and that's just my taste, is this little fixture right here. I think that just kind of does it in for me. But aside from that, this is a nice little space for your dining room because 1, 2, 3, you got about 8 seats here. You could easily turn this into 10, even 12 to sit here. So this is plenty of space. You just got plenty of space to the window and more space to go out towards going towards the hallway that way. Now, this is open, so we pan around here and it takes us right into the open living room. So you've got dining here, you've got the living room area over here, and this is pretty good space as well because you've got room for 2 chairs, 2 sofas. You still have room in the corner for more things there. You could put more furniture here depending on what you want to put in. If you've got, what's popular is those L-shaped sofas right here. And either way, you could do it on that side or on this side. So I like how this is laid out to allow you to do that. Now, what I want to do is come around here, Mr. Cameraman. I want to show, so we're looking at the front door there, open dining over there, and look at all the lighting against the wall, you guys. Tons of lighting coming in right there, so I like that. And of course, you have recessed lighting up above, so you add some LED lights up there, plus the windows. You have plenty of light coming in. Now as we continue, I'm gonna go back down. I wanna take it one more time back past those windows and come all the way around, and you're gonna see that we're right into the huge, almost the whole wall taken up by this sliding glass window. I like the idea of that. It just lets more light in, makes sense. It's big so you can open it up there. I thought this opened up here, but it doesn't, but that might be a feature you wanna add on as well so you can go either way. But this is plenty big with just that. And then you can see the yard here. Of course, every lot's gonna be a different size, but you can see there's a decent size here with that lot. And we're not a 2-story, but yet there's still a patio feature here with lighting. So you've got lighting there, patio coverage, so you got some shade here, and you've got some cement, so this is a great idea for you as well. All right, so we're gonna pan right on into the kitchen in here. And we got because we're true to the open concept, you got your breakfast bar right in the middle, which is common, right? And I like this one, really good size, 4 seats here. Your outlets on the side here. Lots of cabinet space on the other side of it. So not only do you have cabinets, but you do have drawers. So we've been noticing that with this, in this Heritage Grove, with this builder, they've been putting in drawers mixed in with the cabinets. Typically, you'll just see cabinets here. Now this is gonna be for your garbage, right? Garbage can will sit in here and just slide that back here so it's out of the way. So you're seeing that setup in this community. I like it. Back over to this side, you still got your gas stove. And as you all know, some of the homes are no longer off. Some of the models are not coming with gas. It would have to be electric, and that's just a new law that came out. It's not something that the builder can control. So if it's grandfathered in, you'll get the gas. If it's not grandfathered in, that lot hasn't been approved, and you're looking at probably electric. And then we got this that's operating as your exhaust up here. And then again, down below, more drawers and cabinets. And I wanted to test for soft close here. So we don't have the soft close. I like the soft close, but these are still nice cabinets. And then you just got your normal, we'll open these up. Yeah, your normal cabinets here on the side of either side of the electric range. All right, and then our appliances, Frigidaire is what we're working with. Microwave up here, oven down here. Get you a little look at that. And then you'd have to, if you're interested, let me know. We'll talk about whether or not there's gonna be a fridge included, so that's something we can talk about. And of course, you got a little cabinetry up here and a little hideaway cabinetry above the fridge right there. Now, we're in the kitchen area. We passed one bedroom when we came in, and we passed the bonus room. Now, we're in the kitchen. We got a little butler pantry right around the corner over here. So extra counter space here that you can utilize. But then right in here, if you follow me around, we've got a walk-in pantry. Nice. So the walk-in pantry, I know I get a lot of requests for that. Just the extra feature that's helpful, having that space. And then of course, because you have this counter here, you got cabinets below and cabinets above. And so these cabinets are about the same size as the cabinets that were next to the range up top. And then these on the bottom are the same as the ones under the sink. So nice and deep. So you fit plenty of items down there. And then we're gonna go right around. So that's your pantry. That's your extra butler pantry. And then you've got the laundry over here. I like the laundry hidden over here because the noise is gonna stay on this side. So this is away from any bedrooms. So we're not next to any bedrooms right now. We're over by the kitchen area and the kitchen's kind of away from everything. So that's gonna minimize the noise for you. And then right behind me, that would be your garage door going out. So from the garage, come in, laundry, kitchen right here. Come out of the garage, bam, there's your kitchen. So you're dropping all your groceries and so forth right here. As soon as you come out of the garage, here's a counter space. There's a breakfast bar, pantry right there. Very well thought out. And then we keep it moving back down this way, past the kitchen. Okay, so we're in our first bedroom, and in this bedroom, pretty good size. I'm just kind of getting a feel for the room space in here. Pretty good size. I think that first bedroom was a little bit bigger, but this is very close, so plenty spacious. This bed, what it is this bed's a little smaller, so it's making me feel like it's smaller because the bed's smaller, but I'm looking at the space from the wall to the end tables, and I see a lot of space there, so I'm feeling like this is really close to that first bedroom. Both rooms feel like there's plenty of room. This room feels like it's plenty spacious. I don't feel like it's tight at all. You have room for a dresser, a longer dresser here. And then you have room for a long dresser against that wall over there, or a tall dresser, either way. And you still have room to get by, even with the drawers there. And then your traditional closet. And the ceilings are pretty good sized up. I could jump pretty good, but I'd have to really get a running start to jump and hit that roof. I'm not LeBron, so I'd have to get it running. But so there's a lot of space up here. Okay, let's go to the next bedroom here. Okay, so this is a nice sized bedroom, but honestly, I feel like this is a little smaller than that last room we were in. Not a whole lot smaller, a little smaller. I can feel it because I'm paying attention. I don't know if the random person walking in would pay attention unless they were thinking about it. So I'm actually thinking about it, but if that wasn't top of mind, this feels great. I mean, you can see they have a desk over here, right? And then it's a little tight fit. That's why I know it's a little smaller, because now to put that dresser in, it's gonna eat up some of your space here. So you'd be relegated to just the smaller dresser. That's not the tall one, but the long one here. And again, this is gonna eat up some of your space. So this is a smaller room. You'd have to, I probably would get rid of one of the nightstands and push it over and have my long dresser here. Open to suggestions. I always love hearing from you all. So, hey, send me over your suggestions. You can private message me, even we can chat that way, or if you want to get everyone else involved, you can do that too. All right, so that's this room. Let's keep it moving. Let's check out the bathroom that's separating both bedrooms. So this bathroom, another full bathroom. So we saw the first full bathroom had a shower. This bathroom has an actual bathtub. And again, we've got the insert with the tile design, but it's an insert. Decent size, as far as the size of the tub, it's a decent size. And yeah, this is a nice, straightforward. Now the sink is a little bit set up a little bit different, but it's still one sink. And again, we don't have a window, nor do we have the light fixture that would go up top. So again, I stand by the suggestion I said earlier. You might want to think about putting another light in there. Being that it's the mirror, I'd put another light fixture there, because you're missing that window. So hey, let's keep it going. All right, so we are in the master closet. Walk-in closet, pretty good size. It curves around to the side there. Your shelving is split up. You got shelving on this side, and across from it is going to be other shelving right across over here. Of course, you have room to hang your clothes here and on this other section here. So room for your hangers on either side here. So it's pretty decent size. And let's look behind the door. Yeah, no surprises there. And then the baseboards continue with the high baseboards here in the closet. Carpet in the bedrooms and the closet. And of course, you probably have noticed that it's that wood laminate all the way through the home except for the bathrooms. The next bathroom we look into, I'll share with you. I think we gotta be a quick shot of that bathroom floor tile. I'm gonna show you another one, so don't worry about it. Let's come into the primary bedroom. Lots of space, as it should be in the primary bedroom. They actually put a dresser here so you can see that there's room for that. Then you have your nightstands. Pretty good sized bed here. That's got to be a king size bed. Still have room for both on either side of the nightstand, so plenty of room there. Underneath the dresser, the window. That's a long space there for another dresser that could go there, or whatever you wanted to put there. Also here, you have room for another dresser here coming down. So I mean, if you have a lot of clothes that are folded, plenty of space to put your dressers for that. And then we have one window here, so I like that they put in a lot of recessed lighting to give you some lighting in here, because we just have the one window on that side there, pointing out to the backyard. And then this room goes right in. We had the master closet. We go right into the bathroom. We'll get a chance to peek at the floor here, show you what kind of tile we're working with. So this is a cool design. We've been seeing a lot of this lately, and I like it. I see why they've been using it quite a bit. It's a nice tile. I like it. And then this tub, the other tub was a pretty good size. I think this tub is a little bigger, a little bit longer. So the other one was great. This is even bigger, so you got that extra size there for the tub. And then of course you have a shower as well, step-in shower. And then the water closet separate with the door. Now the tile in the shower, real quick, is tiled all the way up to the ceiling. So it varies from model to model and even builder to builder what they're gonna do with that tile. I would say it changes so much that even with the same builder, you're gonna see that tile. Sometimes it's not all the way to the top. So it's really a matter of your preference. I don't know, I think I like the tile going all the way up, I do. I like that. And then we had the linen closet right in here. So linen closet's in here, so you put all your towels inside of here and not have to walk terribly far away. There is a window with in the water closet, so that's cool. window here, because the other two bathrooms did not have a window. So I like that we have a window here. And then, but although we have recessed lighting here, I still feel like we need to have, even with the recessed lighting, I still would like to see some light fixtures. So we're not seeing light fixtures above the mirrors in any of the bathrooms. I think that would help, especially if you're in front of the mirror, that extra lighting would be great. So that's something, again, for you to think about that, you might want to add that. Now, I was laughing with one of my customers this weekend. They said this saved their marriage because the husband has his own counter space and sink and counter space. The spouse has her own sink and it's separate, so they keep their things separate, save their marriage. I thought that was funny. And then they have drawers at each person gets a drawer here in the middle, and then a smaller drawer at the top. So it's not an even number. So I don't know who gets you got rock, paper, scissors. Women usually have more things, so I'm putting my money on the women getting that top drawer, maybe the second drawer. And if the men are nice and lucky, they get that bottom drawer. But hey, you got a whole cabinet. Hey, you guys, take the win. Take the win. Just take the win. You can take what you can get, because you're getting your separate sink here. Now, what I'm not seeing, hold on, you guys. I'm only seeing one outlet right there. So I would recommend to you, in the bathroom, the women have a lot, if you haven't noticed already, they have a lot, hair dryer, curling iron, you name it, they have all types of gadgets. This is not gonna be enough for you, especially if you have like electric shaver or something like that. I think you should get one more of these right here. So it should be two. She has hers, you have yours. And if you really wanna keep the peace, I would get another one right here. So she has that one, she has that one, and then you have at least one for yourself. I'm just saying. All right, so that's our fourth bedroom. We had one when we first came in, two on this side of the house. And now we're gonna walk back out to the kitchen, and then we had the primary bedroom, so back out to the kitchen area. All right, so we had 4 bedrooms, right? One when you first came in, across from the bonus room. So there's a bonus room that you could do whatever you want with it. And then you come all the way down to the other end of the home. We got the kitchen, the living room, and then there's 2 more bedrooms. You wouldn't think 2,500 square feet was that big, but you can get turned around just a tad bit. So it's plenty of space if you're not picking up on that. We're gonna pan back around one more time. All this lighting right here in the kitchen and living room area. Lots of lighting right there. It'd be great to have that window in both of the bathrooms, depending on which direction your house is facing, but it would be nice to have that. May not be a feature that's added, so the other side would be then add in the extra lighting, get that lighting on top of the mirror. So that's my take, that's my feedback. Again, you guys always know I love answering questions, offering assistance. That's what we do here. We are your extra hands, and you got an assistant helping you speed things up. And again, you know that there's no extra charge to you to get our help. Take advantage of it. And so we know the area, and we talk to all the builders, so we can really save you some time there. And without further ado, I'm gonna say good farewell and see you on the next one.